It's Sunday, January 29th, 2023. I'm Zeke Matevosian, and I know what it is. I'm here in Los Angeles. I know what screwed up the whole world, why the dysfunction in the world, the very core of it. It has to do with the guilt people feel about the sexuality and not understanding, misunderstanding about what sex is. Sex is like warp drive in Star Trek. Me and my dad used to watch that show every night, like religiously. Everything you need to learn about life, you can learn from Star Trek. I know it's a nerdy thing to say. I'm going to explain it. You're going to get it. Okay, so they don't give warp drive technology to any society that isn't able to handle it. Because you got to be able to handle antimatter. And antimatter, you screw up antimatter, the whole thing blows up. Okay? So they let people suffer even when they could be helping them. They don't. Because they're not yet technologically advanced enough to handle antimatter. I know it sounds so nerdy to discuss this, but if you get this point, the non-interference principle, Star Trek, they call it a prime directive. You don't give technology to people who can't handle it. And sex is technology, the most powerful, the spiritual power of sex. You get your sexual desire fulfilled. You can. Heaven is the whole world is a heaven, and that's what it is. We are capable of it. We just got to get this point. Because it's so powerful and it can be misused, we will put this the belief that sex is sinful, that Eve ate of the forbidden fruit, disobeyed God, and so this whole thing is like, okay, so some say it's a punishment, some say you gotta feel it on your own skin, it's a consequence, you gotta learn it. So we're here to learn it. I'm here to learn. I've gone through all this to learn what it is. And I've learned it. I know what it is in the process, and this is what I'm telling you. That's like grabbing the whole world by the balls. Telling everybody you worthless sinner because you're horny. And everybody punishing themselves because they're feeling guilty about it. You see, when fulfilling your needs responsibly, you can have heaven on earth. That's what the real message is. It's not that you're dirty and you should punish yourself because you're having dirty thoughts. That's not it. You got to be able to address your needs responsibly in a way you don't violate anyone. And you get that right. You fulfill your sexual desire. Then you can rule your life. You can rule life. The universe is yours. That's what it is. It's because you haven't figured that out. So they put blanket thing over the whole thing, say it's all sin, it's all bad, sex is bad, making you feel the strict rule, you got to be man and a woman married together, and then anything other than that is a sin. That's a lie. They didn't know how to handle it. They came up with that. That's not what it is. The truth is you got to learn to fulfill yourself without violating somebody. And I learned that took that course, the Cuddlers course. That's what it's about. You got to know consent. You got to know permission. You got to know if someone's allowed to change their mind and say, I'm not comfortable with this now. No, as long as you got to learn how to fulfill yourself and do this dance that we do on this earth without violating people, without traumatizing people. Isn't it indicative that you got it wrong, that the people who the strictest about sexual conduct are the ones doing the damage, the ones that, they're judging everybody. It's not about punishing and shaming people. It's about understanding what it is. That's what you need to understand. I think this one thing, if everybody took the Cuddlers course, just get this concept of being sensitive to other people and make sure you're not violating them. Do it in a way, be sensitive to the cues you're getting from people, and make sure you don't violate others. You go around with the intention of doing the right thing, the right way, for the right reasons, responding appropriately to all situations. Get it right. It's not that hard to figure out.